stop playing this dismissive game because y'all still have partners.
Wait a minute now. Hey, look, we're sitting here at 6 right now.
All three of you.
No, we're sitting here 6, but 3 of you have partners.
But I'm saying Sam was saying us 7 to the end.
I can get Pete for sure.
Onto us.
Yes.
So we can't be that
Okay,
simple.
you guys are gonna talk to. You're gonna talk to Mark. You're gonna talk.
I need to see where Mark. I haven't spoken to Mark the entire time.
Yeah.
I think that Eddie and Mark are working together. And but who's to say? I mean, I don't know.
Would they come with us though? That's the thing.
They won't lie to you.
The thing is,
He'll tell me.
The thing is, I'm not gonna force Mark.
That's
to
fine.
If
If
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Okay, out of the 3 of you guys, like we need 2 people. So
we just need to know that regardless of what our loved ones are doing, that we're at least a unit.
That's the thing. I don't think Eddie's gonna. I want you guys to understand. I don't know if Eddie's gonna come.
Yeah.
And we just
fine.
need
It's
one
just-
more
yeah.
person.
Okay.
we just need one more.
Because then that's majority of
What else is interesting? Because I asked when we were talking about how the first 3 votes were made over there. She was like, "Oh, like someone once the names started being called out." And I was like, "Oh, like was it the same? Was it the same person calling out all the names?" And no, and she was like, "Yeah, kind of." So like, there's a kingpin over there.
Who do you think?
That's what she said? Wait, she said
I
this.
don't know. I have no idea about
what
them.
she's making that assumption.
Call him shot.
Call him out.
I don't know.
I don't believe anything
Do
she
you know?
says. I think
He thinks it's Pete. He thinks it's Pete. He knows it's Pete. Pete's done this before.
Pete's running shit.
He puts on that southern charm.
Sam, don't you want to beat him?
Yes, I want to beat him. I'm going to beat him.
That's it right there.
That'd be the only key to that.
Guys, I actually think we're kind of in a bit of a trouble here because it's gonna be 7 to 6, and she has an advantage, and we are like such
So
idiots.
maybe we use her.
Yeah, we gotta like be.
We don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
She's going to realize that she would have to have the numbers to be with us to advance.
I think we can keep her as an option, but we all know that she's like cheating. So, if she's like our last option, I think we can leave
My
other
question is, who else would leave?
explorations on the
Like, who
table.
else? You're not sure about Mark.
Yeah, but like
will
it could be
not.
like a signed, seal, delivered
got
on
his-
yours
I'm
situation.
honest. I'm 50-50 with Pete. I don't know which. I don't know. He realizes that he's smart enough that if he comes with us, he knows he's the first one out. He knows that.
But that's not the case.
And we don't. Well, and she has to check in with Eddie.
100%.
But
yeah.
those are our choices. And this one,
I don't know. I feel like
When we merge, I will definitely talk to him about it, and we'll have a.
we need to have that. We need to reconvene and like, figure it out.
He will spill out every scenario possible, and I'm
But
just going to tell him.
you need to make a decision.
And I'm just going to tell him the only way you're going to beat me is if you come with us. Where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself getting to the final 3?
So at this point, if we're going to merge, I want to be obviously with the numbers.
Okay,
And
so that's with us.
and I would want to pull Josh in if we can.
And I want to pull Pete in because I want to play with him.
I also have to figure out what he's doing now. Like I don't mean that in terms of will he pull me in. I need to see like is he still with me or not?
Right.
Because
Well, I have to do the same thing too.
From the beginning, I know Josh. Josh told me we're gonna go to the end together. But I know Josh.
Yeah.
Josh will cut me. Absolutely.
And Pete will do me the same way. He's here to win. I'm here to have a good time and enjoy the city. I mean, it means something to Pete.
Yeah.
And I'm competitive enough that it means something to me too, but at the same time, I'm having fun.
I'm having fun, and I think at this point, especially for both Josh and I, we've gone far enough that like we're probably happy that we've made it as far as we have.
Well, I told you earlier.
Ideally, I'd like to get further than him.
Yeah, well, me too.
Because he always gets further
Because
than me.
we've got a little bet that who's gonna win between the two of us, and I don't want to lose that. So let's say Josh doesn't make it. He gets voted out just right now.
And I'm with you guys.
That's the only way you're going to advance, right?
Well, that's not only is it the only way I'm going to advance, but we didn't have strong ties before I left.
Yeah.
Like it would have been one thing if like we had this super tight knit alliance, but
It didn't
It hadn't
exist.
developed yet. Not before I
yeah.
left.
Okay.
Alright guys, let's find out who was voted out at the last tribal council. Josh voted out at the last tribal council. Sarah, how do you feel about that? Your partner is out of this game.
I guess it sucks. But I mean, at this point we've, kind of moved on, and I didn't know what his game was anymore, and so yeah, it would be nice if he was here and we could kind of work that out, but he's not.
You guys can drop your buffs, you have officially merged.
Mira qué fancy. Now I'm gonna put this stuff in there.
Oh, hey!
What's left?
Oh, what's my god? Oh my god!
So for our live stream.
It doesn't seem fast yet. I know it's probably going to pick up.
Yeah.
I know it's going to pick up. It's just I feel a lot of the moves we've been making so far have been kind of
Safe.
yeah. But I feel like it's just been really safe so far.
Yeah.
Only- now it's
Except for the one we got screwed on.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear the whole story. I just saw your face when you walked out, and I knew something went down.
Yeah.
And I mean, all the producers came out and oh my god, like that was rough. So I don't know what happened, but if you want to give us a quick lowdown.
Oh, you guys didn't hear. It was a lot. It was a lot that happened in that one. There's a lot of misvoting and a lot of mistrust.
Thank you.
And an extra vote that we didn't know that somebody had.
Yeah.
Very poor communication. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that.
Okay.
It was not the advantage we got her. She found
Yeah.
it. It was not our
So Josh found it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly.
That was for sure.
Congratulations on getting to the merge. Very exciting. Let's get to the first individual immunity challenge. You will all have a disc on your hand, and you will have to balance a ball on top of this disc. If your ball drops, you are out. The last two people left in this challenge are going to win immunity. Does everyone understand? This is the first part. Alright, the second part to this is that because two people are going to win immunity, two people are going to be voted out at tribal council.
I give
The
up.
two people who receive the highest amount of votes will be the two people voted out of this game. The last two survivors left standing will win individual immunity. Survivors ready? Go! Emily's and Anessa's moving around a lot, but great recoveries. Gary's moving a little bit. Alright guys, I'm gonna count you down from 10. You guys are gonna move your hands out to fully extended arm and you're gonna finish off the challenge like that. If the ball drops in the transition, you are out. Alright, I'm gonna count you down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Gary's out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need the arms fully extended out. If I see any elbows moving. Sanjaya's out. Susan, I need fully extended right now or you're out. Anessa's out. Susan, you're out. Fully extended. Everyone else holding on strong.
What does it mean anymore?
Emily.
It's okay.
Alright, in 30 seconds, you guys are going to one leg to finish out the rest of this challenge with. Okay? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up. Kate drops.
Out.
Louie drops. Katie drops.
Oh, no, you're good.
Down to 5 people left.
Go, guys.
Sam, Mark, Eddie, Foy, and Sarah left in this challenge. 2 people are going to win immunity. Everyone moving around a little bit. Foy jumping around.
Show off.
We're gonna kill Katie.
Great recoveries.
I think I know what the
Foy
next
drops. Eddie's getting close. Eddie moving around a lot. Still holding on. Great recovery. Sam is out. We're down to 3. This is your chance to win. Mark, shake it. Eddie is out. Sarah and Mark win immunity. All right, Mark, I'm gonna give you the first necklace. Congratulations. Thank you. Sarah, immunity too. Congratulations. You guys are both safe at Tribal Council. All right, I'll see you guys there. There's gonna be a big vote. I'll give you guys some time to think about it.
So excited. It's so funny because a couple tribals ago I was convinced I was going home and then that was it. And now I have an immunity idol. And even when we went into that challenge, I had no idea. So I'm excited.
I don't like the twist. I don't like the 2 votes. I didn't mind the 2 people being immune. And I'm happy with the 2 that got immunity because I think they're 2 people that I'm working with. But what's scary is I don't know who they're coming after on our tribe. It seems to me like it's just almost it's going to be a plot to get one person out of each alliance out tonight.
Are we taking the precaution for the idol or not? Do we even have the numbers to do that?
I don't know.
I think that Sam's gonna be a hateful vote anyway.
So it's just the 5 of us.
Yeah, I think we have to just vote. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
So then
Mr. Sharp do it. Right?
Okay.
Do you think he has an idol?
No.
How do you know?
what'd you tell us?
He would have told me.
I think I trust him. If I'm asking you a question, I feel like you're gonna
Yeah,
answer.
yeah,
I don't think you're gonna lie to my face.
He would have told me.
Yeah. That's so true.
Now, if he has one, he's not said one thing to me about it.
Okay.
Not a thing.
Just tell me who you're voting for.
Yeah.
Nobody's giving me a name. So I was solid with you guys, but no one's giving me a name.
We need a name.
I find myself more in a swing vote kind of place. I think because of what happened with the swap and then joining up with that, it's like there's 2 alliances. There's the old yellow and the old purple. And I think I'm finding myself in the middle.
Okay. Pete. Yeah, we have to vote on Pete, and it's possible that Roy's gonna get voted out.
You might need to throw a vote somewhere else.
What?
We can't. We can't because
We have to make
too.
sure.
What if someone uses an idol?
So who's it about? Like, what's like just like a can't split the votes.
No, we can't. We don't have enough votes to split the votes.
You can't do
Oh,
it.
wait, you mean if someone used an idol on their side and they get two
Yeah.
from our side?
So then that means we would have to revote, and then we would still have to
But we
vote
don't even
someone.
have enough numbers to split like that.
We can't, we just have to
Either
listen
just
to-
one.
Just one. It's just, at least it's a number on the
No,
board.
we can't do it.
Susan's for sure not going with us.
If they think that we're voting as a group for Pete, they may play. And I vote for Pete.
Oh
or
my
Pete may
god.
play and
We
I vote.
fucked up so bad.
So we just need to have one vote. It doesn't matter if we don't have the numbers, we don't have the numbers. But we're saving ourselves if we have at least one other vote on somebody else.
Okay, fine. I'll vote the other vote. Who should it be? Katie.
Yeah, Katie. I'll vote for Katie.
Okay.
Okay, so it's mass chaos since the shocker announcement at our first individual immunity challenge that our first merge vote is going to be sending 2 people home. Because right now it looks like the social politics have hit where the original alliance of the Purple Tribe and the original alliance of the Yellow Tribe plus Susan are coming to a head. So that's a 6-7 advantage against the side that I'm currently sitting on.
If the target is on the way, do we try to switch it? So we can keep that.
So we can keep that number.
But also I'm worried because he's talking to Pete right now.
Yeah.
And his only move is to switch it. But it
then
won't be us.
it won't be us.
It'll be us.
Do we think we'll get picked off though?
Well, we're losing, both parts are losing numbers. If we vote out P, they lose their head. We need to do that.
No, I agree.
So me, you, Louis, Vanessa, and Hoy, that's 5, and or 6, and Sam apparently.
Yeah.
Even if it's 5, that's gonna be the next number.
Sam probably won't vote for Pete.
Even if he doesn't,
Yes.
it's 5. That's gonna be the next highest.
Unless they vote for somebody else. They could throw it on one of us.
No, they will, but it's gonna be the 2 with the highest.
Yeah, I know.
So we need to get him out. That's our
I really want Sarah to vote with us, but I have a feeling that she's not.
Yeah. Well, she said no one's been giving her any. And that.
And she's felt like a target.
Well, because they don't trust her. I'm like, we need to use her.
Yeah.
Let's
I know.
do that.
What I'm thinking right now is I was going to stick with purple, but they just are the squirreliest people I've ever met. And I can't believe anything that they're saying to me.
Okay. But I'm worried that, yeah, that's a good idea. So what I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to instill that fear into Katie. I'm telling her that they're letting me decide whether it's you or people or Roswell. So you can make a deal. I'm gonna make a deal with Katie. I'm gonna tell her. Whose name are you switching it to? You need to switch it to Sam if you want to be Sam.
I'm gonna let them know tribal who I want.
Do I have mine?
For Sam.
Boy just literally threw under the bus and said, hey guys, by the way, we found out that you're gonna put me on the chopping block. So I mean, Boy knew that was kind of gonna be our plan, and that means one of us told. And right now the snake is supposedly Sarah, and that's throwing things off. And then Sam coming up to me saying that it's gonna be Peter. I haven't heard my name yet. I know Eddie's scared, which is rightfully so. He's a strong competitor, and this is the best way to get him out right now, because you know, honestly, because it's the 6-on-6 alliance with a swing voter, I mean, we're both going to get somebody from the other alliance out. So now what everybody's out trying to do is trying to dismantle the other alliance.
Should.
Okay, I just want to check in with you. Okay.
Should we still do the one vote?
Yeah.
Where's Louis?
No, we don't need to do the one vote.
He doesn't.
We cannot split the vote. It has to.
No, but right now he's trying to save his. And they're talking. talking about splitting the vote. No, they're not doing it. Okay. It's not going yet? No. So wait, they're going. Yeah, okay. I think.
Right now I'm a little worried because it's 2 votes, 2 people are going out, the 2 majority votes. I think I might be one of them, so I'm a little worried right now. It's looking like we're getting Hoy out, and that's definitely a deal for my game because he's a strong competitor, so I'm okay with it.
Well, I hear it's me.
Who told you that?
So I don't know if I'm being played or if I'm being
right.
At this time of the game, you just don't know.
None of us know.
Hearing what?
I heard that maybe, not on this side, but some people might be thinking about Sam. I don't know.
I wonder that because he's the one that's telling me all this stuff. Wow. So if we played our idol on Eddie and none of their votes counted for Eddie, then is it possible for us to pull enough votes to do 2 of them? That's risky. Merge votes always risky. It's going to be me and the idol and me.
Yeah.
And then that would be the 4 of us. We could split the vote and take out them. So you would play it on me to save me?
If it's 100% sure.
Sam said it's 6 strong me.
If it is.
And I just asked him this.
Okay, and who are we getting in the second round?
So,
What?
we need to, if we're going to play the idol on me, we can split it. We can take out 2. We could do a 4-3 vote. If they're 6 strong on me.
Second person.
If we were going to do a 4-3 split, who would it be?
Well, if we were doing 4-3 split?
4-3. We need to come
that would be
Who? Okay, that's okay. So we need to get 4-3.
Where would that work?
4 here.
The 4 girls do.
We're not going to have time to talk to them.
Right.
Everyone else is voting for a vote. Right.
Yeah, we're going to do
So us 4 is fine.
the 4 of us are doing what we do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
So
so
what
I'll
if
do,
the other
I'll do
one-
Hoy.
everyone else,
I'll do Hoy.
Okay.
No, because her mom.
My mom's doing Hoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So us 4 on.
So me, my mom, Katie, Sarah, do Hoy. You 3 do.
Okay.
We don't know what we don't.
I mean, I've heard from your side, it's me or Pete.
Is that what you planned to do? I don't know.
Well, that's what I've been hearing. So, well, that's what somebody's telling me. That's kind of trying to get out of the chocolate block.
There's confusion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of confusion. Yeah. I feel like I'm in the total middle of the confusion. I don't really know. Yeah. I have heard a bunch of different names for my alliance. There's one name in particular that's come up of somebody who's kind of a big threat, so long term. So that would be great. That's who the yellow team feels would be a good person to move at this point. But on the flip side, the purple, I don't really know who they're thinking. So it could be anybody.
The problem is we're running into obviously the same numbers issue everybody is.
Right.
If the 2, sides.
Who's everybody voting for?
I've heard, Hoy just came up to me and said he thought it was him, but I just heard.
Who said
I
that?
heard Sam just now.
Oh.
I have no idea. I've heard a bunch of names.
From your side?
The most recent I heard was Sam.
We can't split numbers because there's not enough numbers to split. But since 2 people are going home, and the idea of possibly idols, it seems kind of impossible.
Yeah. Our plan was horrible. I guess he heard about it. Came up to me, was really upset. But I had actually heard a different name than him. I heard Sam right before he came up to me. And I told him and he didn't believe me, but I don't think I'm a good liar. So I was hoping he would believe me because it was true. But I think the fact that 2 people are going, everyone's just kind of doing self-preservation right now, trying to make sure it's not them and maybe even throwing people under the bus, but just trying to get no votes on them.
They're trying to feed us bullshit that it's Sam, it's Hoy. But that's really bad for us, but I think we could follow through. I think we could be okay. We can recover. I think we can be okay after this. Yeah. It's bad, but we can't protect him. Yeah. It's not a swaying of the vote issue, it's just 2 highest votes. There's nothing we can do. Okay.
I'm doing my best to gather as much intel as other side is going to grab or trying to target. Because if I can get a true read on who they want, my whole side is going to put their vote, I believe, on Pete. And I'm going to throw one vote to Katie. And then grab the hidden immunity idol at Tribal and play it on Hoy, who I believe is their target. But I just need to confirm that. And that way we get 2 of their side gone. But I'm playing double agent and keeping my options open in case that falls through. I've only gone to Tribal Council twice. I don't know if that means that somebody else has grabbed it or somebody else knows where it is. Worst case scenario, it's not there and we're just down in the numbers and we lose 2 people. It's too dangerous for you to flip over to purple. Keep your lines.
Okay.
And we can continue to touch base with each other. It's tricky because everyone's like having big conversations, but like nobody wants to give concrete details of actual ideas.
And we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have the numbers to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, like, so that can be a plan. It's just more like we don't know, like, we don't know what to do because we're kind of helpless in the situation without numbers. So, like, that's why Purple's like, what do you think? What do you think? Anything? Yeah. Like, you guys have the upper hand here. So, like, it's really, the ball's in your court.
Yeah. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what to do. I think we had the numbers, and now I don't think we do. I think people are all over the place. I have an idol, so I might use it to save someone, so we don't lose the numbers.
So let's talk about this merge. Sanjay, how do you feel that you've made it to this point, especially since Serena was the first person voted out?
Yeah, I mean, I feel great. I don't feel so great that she was the first one voted out, but it definitely feels good to have made it to this point. I feel like we've all just worked really hard, and we're super proud of where we are.
Okay, so let's talk about the fact that we have blood versus water pairs. We have original yellow. We have original purple. We have swapped purple, swapped yellow. There's a lot of configurations. So Inessa, how is this going to play into this vote now that everyone is grouped together? You're here with your brother, you're here with your original tribe, your swap tribe.
So I'm glad you asked. This is a very strange merge because it's not like the person who gets the most amount of votes goes. It's kind of like the people that get the 2 most amount of votes. So you can't even like try to see like who's voting for who or try to flip votes or do any of that because it doesn't really matter because the next person's going to go too. So at this point, you know, I'm just hoping it's not me, and that's all I can really ask for.
Gary, do you feel like this would be the time for somebody to play an idol if they had one?
Hell yeah. I feel like this is probably the most opportune time, especially because it's not just one person going home. There are 2 people that are going home. So if you're sitting on an idol or you're sitting on an advantage that you think is going to be beneficial for you at this time, this would be definitely the time to use it, especially if you feel like you're on the chopping block.
Louis, has it come across your mind that we have 4 pairs of blood versus water and 5 singles? You guys could easily come together and just say, you know what, we're here with a loved one, let's do this. Has that crossed your mind or thought maybe someone else had thought of it?
I mean, I think everybody here has run that scenario in their head because it's the easiest scenario to look to. But when you unpack that concept, it's not all roses because, like you said, we have our original purple tribe, our original yellow tribe, our mixed tribes, people we mesh with, people, you know, maybe who got on our nerves. So there's a million different factors, and I don't think anything in Survivor is just as black and white as, oh, well, we came in as a pair, so we're going to all stay pairs. Everybody has a different connection with everyone.
Now on the flip side, Hoy, from your perspective, how do you feel about that potential at any point of the game? Because you are a single player.
Yeah, I think all of us at this point are probably single players. Yeah, you have partners. Yeah, you have loved ones. But everyone, they're not thinking about their own game, or if they're saying they're with their loved ones, they're just straight up lying. because it's a merged game at this point. There can only be one survivor. So I think everyone should be, if they're already not playing an individual game. I will just say too, I think the twist of the 2 people getting voted off tonight is throwing everyone's for a loop. So I think lots of people tonight feel real weird. I've heard all sorts of names thrown out. I'm gonna just call them out. I've heard Pete's name. I've heard Eddie's name. I've heard Katie's name. Sarah's lucky she got that immunity necklace around her because she was out there. And I'll just say this: Sarah threw y'all under the bus with that one. Sarah 100% threw y'all under the bus with that mess.
Really? I did?
Mm-hmm.
What did I say?
That's all I gotta say about that, but...
And who did I say that to?
That's all I gotta say about that, but...
Alright, this is the desperate scramble.
It's not a desperate scramble. I think I know what's gonna happen tonight. But I'm just throwing that out there, that... Just that, she's throwing all you under the bus.
If you think you know what's gonna happen, why don't you just tell me right now what's gonna happen?
Can you give me a second?
Alright, let me get back to you. We're gonna go right. I'm gonna ask Katie a question. Katie, what is your thought process right now, especially since people are whispering? Has your mind been made up about your vote?
I'm mostly at a point where I'm just gonna not wing it. I'm definitely not winging it, I promise. But I'm gonna go with what I think's right now, and worst comes to worst, I made it to the merge, and maybe I can convince somebody to let me sleep in the house.
Sam, what are your thoughts on all of Hoy's statements? Because that is pretty much very vocal at this point, to be one of the first people to really kind of step out of the box.
Well, she called Sarah out on a move that we were trying to make several travels ago, and I understand that, but you know, I think at this point I'm just going to stick with the original plan.
All right, so let's get to it.
So rough.
Has to be done.
Calling all the shots in that side, and we definitely need to cut the head off the snake. So I have no idea what's going to happen after this, but we definitely don't need that. So.
It pains me dearly to do this, but I don't really have another option.
If he has an idol, or if an idol is played on him, I'm in so much trouble.
You voted out my partner. Now it's time to return the paper.
You should not tell lies during tribal council. I hope that I don't see you tomorrow.
Alright guys, if anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Like that. Everybody playing your time, Pete. So any votes cast for Pete will not count. Well, let's get to the votes.
Chris, wait a second.
I would like to play this for Hoy.
Okay. So any votes cast for Hoy will not count. I will read the votes. First vote, Hoy, does not count. Second vote, Hoy, does not count. Hoy, does not count. Fourth vote, Hoy, does not count. Fifth vote, Hoy, does not count. Sixth vote, Hoy, there it is, does not count. Seventh vote, Pete, does not count. Eighth vote, Pete, does not count. So we have no votes for anybody and 5 votes left. Next vote, Katie. 1 vote for Katie. Next vote, Sanchaya. That's 1 vote Katie, 1 vote Sanchaya. 3 votes left. Next vote, and the first person voted out of the merged tribal council, Sanchaya. Sanchaya, you're gonna need to bring me your torch. Sanjaya, you will be the first member of our jury. Sanjaya, try to slogan. Time for you to go.
I love playing with all of you guys. That was incredible.
So there are 2 votes left. 1 vote for Katie. 12th vote. Pete does not count. Last vote. And the second member of our jury. Katie. Wow. Katie, you're gonna need to bring me the other torch.
Bye, guys. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Be safe.
You have probably just finished one of the craziest tribal councils in, I think, live game reality history. For sure. The game is not over just yet.
Next time on Survivor New York, Sarah fights to stay alive.
I don't know if everybody knows. I did reveal to other people that it was just a blocked vote, but I still have the piece of paper.
And the castaways answer questions about each other in their next immunity challenge.
Who smells the worst? Who smells?
Your feelings going to get hurt in this. That's the point of this. The whole point of this is to point fingers and get people to start thinking about, wait a minute, if that's the way they truly feel about me, I'm going to go somewhere else.
I thought I had that whole scenario planned out. I figured out a way to get my entire team safe. I would make it so that they would have 2 eliminated from their own alliance, and my alliance would be untouched. Then Hoy had to come in, start putting my name out there. I'm just so upset. I mean, I had a great time. I felt like I was playing a really good game. My alliance was solid. I just wish I could finish this out. Good time, but definitely disappointed.
Thank you, Survivor New York, for giving me an experience that I will never forget. You know, it's easy to sit on the couch and watch Survivor and think about what you would and wouldn't do, and then it's a whole nother thing to actually be in it and work with all these other people and blindside them when necessary. Like, I just got blindsided. Like, what an amazing experience. But what I'm really walking away with is the fact that I could be part of something where 20 people, strangers, come together and with their loved ones, somehow over just 2 days and this crazy experience, we can walk away, you know, having formed a bond and having this experience that brought us together from so many different backgrounds just for 2 days. But we're walking away with something really powerful.